Hi, I just finished reading this novel, The Private Lives of Pippa. It is a coming of age, I suppose you could call it a coming of age novel of this woman who grows up in a small town in Connecticut, and uh, her family is a very has this very quiet kind of despair underlying the wholesomeness. So Pippa's mother very surreptitiously takes drugs, and her father is a minister, but his character is not above reproach. She's got two other brothers that she's not really connected with. So essentially, it's a broken family that is staying together. So Pippa escapes. I suppose escape is a strong word, but she leaves her family and she goes to New York, where she stays with her aunt, and a few things happen to her, bordering on abuse and things like that. Then she meets somebody and she falls in love, she gets married, and there is a very heavy dramatic complication there, and it's basically her life. And I mean, anybody who has lived a certain amount will relate to that there are many lives that you live in this one life, and even if it's not been a spectacularly dramatic or heroic life, you still have inhabited several personas. So that's what the book is, and it's I personally found it very underwhelming. I thought that first of all, this storytelling of empty angst. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. There's just a gift in the way it can be told really well. For example, of course, Rushdie does everything very well, but there's a way he writes about Shalimar's uh, emptiness in Shalimar the Clown, or any woman escaping regular life and moving to New York City for opportunity, and you think about the bell jar, and just that gnawing sense of no, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better here. This is something else for sure, but it's not better. That feeling of hopelessness, that was Sylvia Plath's gift, I think. But I mean, even if I don't compare this novel to those, I just felt that a lot of it was just okay. Yeah, so she's had a really bad misgiving and then she's sad. But there are a couple of places that I found that there was some genuine insight. One is where Pippa, she gets married to this guy, and then she has children, and all through she's just feeling like she's inhabiting the role of somebody who is a mother, who is making steaks, who is organizing parties or buying strawberries from the farmer's market. She's just playing that role. But there's this one explanation, this description, where she and her children go snowboarding, and in that morning, when they are just whipping around in the snow, her husband, her two kids, that she feels that now they are a family. Now there is the rest of the world, and in that huge big world, they are a small, complete unit. So that was really nice. And then there is this other description of there's this other character who gets introduced really late in the book, towards the end. His name is Chris. He is somebody's son, and he's a kind of a drifter, and he basically wanted to be a minister at one point, and then the closer he got to God, the farther he got from religion. It's a little tricky to explain that without giving away a lot of the plot points, but that's what happened to him. And his insight and a lot of the things that he talks about the role of faith, that is very interesting. So all in all, I mean, I don't regret reading the book, but The Secret Lives of Pippa Lee, it's, I suppose, everybody's ordinary life, give or take a few twists. So, yeah. Well, that was that for this book.